Hello everyone, Carnasa here, and welcome to another Monday evening live stream. Why am I live streaming on a Monday evening? It's because I don't really have any other opportunity to live stream over the course of this week. At least I don't think so. I might be able to live stream on Wednesday, but we'll see how I feel. I've been streaming quite a lot recently and playing a lot of Kerbal Space Program 2, or Kerbal Space Pain 2, as I like to affectionately call it. And I don't have a webcam again today. I'm keeping it off because, to be honest, I look tired and no one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. But hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I saw Beastie. Did you wake up especially for this? I saw you in the live chat. I saw you there. Jump scare. Oh my god, no. No, I'm not here to scare anyone. I'm here to be chill and relax, and let's build ourselves a Duna space station, a massive, great, whacking big Duna space station that is going to dwarf every other Duna space station that's ever come before it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be huge. It's going to be brilliant. I told you I would. Yes, I know you did, but I didn't actually expect that, man. Hello, Benison, or Benzison. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Hello, T-Rex Attack Studios. Welcome everyone that is in the chat at the moment. And I am in Kerbal Space Program. For some reason, the music or the sounds are muted. Sounds unmuted. Are we gonna? We're not gonna hear anything. Is there any noise? Hello? Noise? Noise? Oh, there we go. I just had to hover over something and the noise came back. There is sound. Brilliant. Amazing. That's what we do want. Good afternoon, Maple. Hello, Targuland. Did I say that right? I don't know. Kerbal Pain Program, the second part, indeed. That's what we are going to be doing today. We're going to be working on some Duna colonization stuff. I want to go to Duna and I want to put a surface base down. I want to put down a big old rover. I want to put down absolutely everything that I can. And of course, the Duna space station, which I have kind of done a little bit of editing in my own time. Only a tiny bit, because I wanted to work on this for the most part in the live stream, which is obviously right now. But I wanted to kind of maybe have a bit of a look, a little bit of a think of what I was going to do and, you know, kind of get more of an idea of what was going to happen. So at the end of the last live stream, I think my cursor should be, yeah, it is lovely. My cursor is visible. So at the end of the last live stream, I had these attached this way. They were coming out this way. I've flipped these round because I think that would be better for the solar panels on this solar truss. I can get solar panels on either side and I think that would look a little bit nicer. I've removed this side at the moment because basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all of this and just place it on the other side. And I think, yeah, symmetry in this situation is what we do want to go for. I think it will look very nice. Have I seen the infinite lift glitch? No, I have not. I just saw this and now it's live. Epic. Awesome. Yes, no. I did say at the end of yesterday's live stream that I would probably be live streaming again today. And that's what we are doing here. Watching Carnasa build stuff in KSP2 as I design a new rocket for one of my RP1 PL&LC game. Hello, Jimmy Maguchi. Welcome to the stream. I do like PL&C. I do need to give that another go. That is... if people don't know about that, that's Programs and Launch Complexes. It's a kind of in-development branch of RP1 that is just super fun. It's really fun. It's really complicated and quite difficult, and there's a lot going on in it, but it is also really fun at the same time. Can you send a T-Rex to space in KSP2 for a YouTube short? Maybe. That would be quite different from what I do usually, though. I do have a couple of short ideas that I am going to be working on over the next few days. I've got a video that I want to release this weekend, and then I want to turn all of these live streams into a video as well. Yes, we're going to have quite a lot of content coming out. And then I've also got Farewell KSP, all of that stuff to still finish. There is a lot of content that I do have planned, and whether I have the time to make that all does remain to be seen, because it's not like I can just magically click a button and be like, content be done. I click a button and suddenly my video is edited and everything is all looking amazing. So I am going to carry on working on this, and I'm going to be trying to check over in the live chat and see what's going on at the same time. You know, I don't want to ignore anyone, because that would be terrible, and I don't want to be a terrible live streamer. I hope I do manage to, you know, provide somewhat of an adequate live streaming experience. I feel like I might be coming down with a cold as well. My voice doesn't sound quite as chirper as usual, or at least not in my ears. Hopefully I'm not sick. I'm supposed to be seeing Panic at the Disco tomorrow. In London. I'm going all the way to London to go see Panic at the Disco, which is going to be really fun. Me and my wife, Alisea, we've had tickets booked for the past couple of months, and it's her favourite band, I think. I think Panic is her favourite band, and she's super, super duper excited. I'm just finally bringing back my first full Kerbalism moon landing. PNLC sounds like a whole other beast. It is. It really is. It's quite something. And Demurthy, thank for the €2 donation. Watching this when studying, enjoying the stream. Lovely, lovely. There we go. That's one person enjoying the stream. And if you are enjoying this stream, please do feel free to, smash that like button and do all of the YouTube things, subscribe and all of this. I never do that in any of my videos. I very rarely say, the whole like and subscribe and do all of that stuff. So if you are enjoying yourself, if you're having a good time, please do like the stream. It helps out with engagement. It gets the stream more noticed, all of that kind of YouTube rubbish that I really should do more with my channel, but I don't because I'm a bad YouTuber. Right, anyway, I think I'm going to work on a couple of these other modules right now that I've got stuck on the side here. This is ending up looking very sort of janky ISS right now. But that's okay. That's okay. I think that's the kind of look that I want to go for. Full on jank SS. That would be perfect if I can get this on here. So I've got a nice big monopropellant tank. I kind of wanted these to be like a little bit different in size. I think I'm going to have this one a little bit bigger, and this is going to be sort of metallic grey. That's one thing that I did as well. I don't know if you noticed, if you were here on the last live stream, I've gone through and I've kind of like metallicized some of these just to, make it look a little bit more interesting. Rather than it just all being white and orange, we've got some, metal sections, which I think kind of looks a little bit more interesting. Rather than all being one block colour, I think having a little bit of colour variation, and obviously with the new colour picker we can do that. I think that looks way, way, way better. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. This side being a little bit longer than this side. We are going to throw some RCS on there and do all of the things, all of the things. It would be nice. Right. And another thing that I do want to do, potentially on this live stream, is build up my base, because I want to have a surface base as well. We're not just going to be building a space station. We are also going to be building a surface base as well. Send a surface base down, send a rover, we've got the Mars or Duna ascent vehicles that we're going to connect the two together, and it's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be a whole massive project. And if I do manage to not work on Wednesday, which I'm not sure if I am yet or not, then I think I might live stream on Wednesday, because I think this is going to take a long time, and it's going to be quite the process putting all of this together. Right, so there we go. Colours done. And I think that will be me good. Carnasa, say something funny. Your mum. That was terrible. I'm not a funny person, am I? I don't know. I like to think that I am. And speaking of, I have a very fond memory of like my mum calling me up. My sister was in tears. She was very, very, very upset. And I was at uni at the time. And my mum gave me a ring. And she was like, quick, I'm going to pass you over to Carnasa's little sister and say something funny to make her laugh because you're the funny one in the family. And I'm like, you can't put this sort of pressure on me. How could you do this? This is too much. I'm going to have a panic attack. But yeah, no, that was quite funny. Your mum, indeed. Important question for the chat, but only a Mark could answer. Where is the fuel? Oh no. Oh no, I'm going to have that stuck in. I knew that was coming. Thank you, Beastie. I knew that was coming. So yes, me and Beastie were on voice chat last night, and there were some circumstances, some happenings, some happenstances. Where am I from, Carnasa? I am from the United Kingdom. I am from the south of England in the United Kingdom. I live quite close to London. It's about a half an hour drive from me, or probably about a half an hour train journey, but I can drive to it quite easily as well. I think, yeah, this is all fine, this. And I was designing this, right, on my own time earlier on. And I was like placing parts down, getting things done really, really quickly. But now that I have to think about talking whilst doing this, well, that's going to make things a lot more tricky. But I think these modules are done. I've got, if we look on here, I've got RCS, I've got reaction wheels, I've got a probe core. I think this might be a probe core right here. That is, no, that's a battery. I would rather maybe have a probe core on here as well, because, you know, it would be nice to be able to have some sort of control over this. And I don't think I have one. So if I place that there... Wait, that does... no, that... What? What? That is a... What? Probe 3V disk electricity. Okay, so I think that is a probe core. So I don't need probe core. Go core, go. But bye. There we go. Lovely. That's that all sorted. Now I think the next thing that I do want to do is just copy and paste this entire thing over to the other side. And, oh, no, I want the docking port, please. I want the docking port. There we go. And if I place that there... There we go. This is kind of what the station is going to look like. We've got the habitation module in the middle. We've got 2 ginormous solar truss with 2 massive RTGs. And I mean, the power generation that we're going to have on this space station is going to be ridiculous. There's honestly going to be so much power generated. I do not know what I'm going to do with it. It's going to be insane. Carnasa, have I heard of Kerbal Space Program 2? No, I haven't actually. What is Kerbal Space Program 2? Is it what I'm looking at right now? Am I shadow banned? I don't think you're shadow banned. Can you add me on Discord? What for? Depends on what for. Bath? Doxed? I'm nowhere near Bath. That's not near London. That's miles away from London. That's like 2 hours away from London. This is news to me. I've been playing KSP 1.5 this entire time. I mean, Beastie, it certainly does feel a little bit like we're playing KSP 1.5, or maybe even KSP 0.75, because it doesn't even have all of the features that Kerbal Space Program 1 has. And we're expected to... no, we're not going to go on a rant about Kerbal Space Program 2 over the course of this live stream. No, we're just going to play the game and hope that everything doesn't break, because, well, there is a very good chance that everything will break in Kerbal Space Program 2. You know, we are plagued with bugs right now. There are bugs left, right, and centre, and... to be honest, they are quite egregious. Right, so, to be honest, this space station doesn't actually look all that bad. There are a couple of other things that I do want. I'm quite happy with this. I need a way of being able to talk back to Kirby. Now, obviously, we need some sort of massive, huge, ginormous, enormous solar panel. Not solar panel. We've already got solar panels. We've got several. In fact, I have 4. No, I have 8. I can count. Yes. No, we need some sort of massive... Why do I keep saying solar? We need some massive communications array. We need to talk to Kerbin. Kerbin is calling, and it's not going to be telescams this time. Hopefully not. KSP2 is the bug. Yes, the entire game is one ginormous bug. Carnasa, do you agree that sand is tasty? I mean, I personally don't like eating sand. I would rather, avoid sand at all costs, because... it's coarse, it's rough, I hate it, and it gets everywhere. I am the epitome of Anakin Skywalker. I don't like going to the beach because I don't like sand at all. So it's just honestly, it gets everywhere. Why? Sand, why? Again, still love your vids. Thank you, Ben Space Agency. Did you say something that I completely missed that was, because that seems like it was a follow-up to something that you may have already said. I know, was it you that was talking about earlier in the, before the live stream started about the pumping sim once glitch? Because if so, I have never encountered that. That is something that I have not personally seen, but I have heard a lot of people talking about that. So if that is something that you're encountering, I think the best thing, honestly, to do is go over to the Intercept Discord. They have a feedback section. I think there's a feedback section over on the Private Division launcher as well. If you are encountering bugs, of course, which there are many at the moment, yes, definitely go to the recommended channels. I do not work at Inset. I do not do anything like that. I just play Kerbal Space Program 2 and make content about it. I've only landed on one celestial body, the moon. I've only landed on the moon as well, I think. Oh, no, I have landed on Duna. Right, so yeah, communications array. Now, what I was kind of thinking for this, and I don't know if this is going to be really, really, really silly or look really silly, but, you know, and it probably is, and the reason why you get stuff like this in real life is because, you know, it needs to be higher up so that... I'm guessing. I'm not a communications tech here, right? I don't know. I don't understand 5G. How does it work? I know it gives you COVID or whatnot or whatever the myths were, but I don't know how communications really work. But you know, in real life, what you get is these kind of these massive towers, right? And you get antenna at the top of them. Can I make that in Kerbal Space Program? Right, so we have this, and then up here, and I think I can't really do it because I can't use struts because this is going to be docked. but you get like, you know, some communication dishes at the top of here, kind of like pointing in all directions. What does chat think? Does that look really silly if I were to say, like, come into here, get communications, get these big boys, you know, the big, really big ones, and we get 4 of them like that, like around there. There we go. We've got ourselves like an antenna mast on top of the space station. How does that look? Do people think that look really? Does that look really silly, or is that something that we want to go for? I like it. It gives it more volume. No, it is a must. Ah, no, Sathan, there you are. Yes, I made it. I made a 5G antenna in KSP2. Thanks for the shout out, Carnasa. You're welcome, Ben Space Agency. Can you nuke Beardies and N1 in For All Kerbal Kind? I don't have the capacity to nuke Beardy in For All Kerbal Kind. If I nuked the Soviet Union in For All Kerbal Kind, I think I'd be in a lot of trouble. It looks cool. A bit too high. You reckon that's a little bit too high? Needs more tool and radiators. That's pretty good. Well, I'm seeing quite a little bit of conflicting arguments here. I think I'll keep this, right, these 2 things here. But in order to make this work, obviously something that I am going to have to do is I need a command pod in here. So we're going to go for a small one of these and whack that on there. I would like some monopropellant as well, so I can move it around. Where is my monopropellant? And this is obviously, right now, this is going to kind of like just bulk it out a little bit. It's going to make it a little bit bigger. If we get one of those tanks there, and then I think maybe I'll get some more monopropellant tanks coming at the bottom and at the top. Not the extra small ones, please. I just would like the small ones, and there we go. Oh, no! Don't know what I did there, but it definitely wasn't what I wanted. And it is getting a little bit laggy inside the vehicle assembly building right now, and I have a feeling that's because this is getting quite large. How many parts am I looking at right now? 324, which isn't the worst, but it definitely could be better. And if we get one more monopropellant tank at the top and maybe finish this off with some sort of structural piece, I think that could end up looking quite lovely. Honestly, I think it could look quite nice. But you be the judges of that. You probably be like, no, Carnasa, this looks like donkey pie, and it's terrible. I could maybe put like something like this on here, you know, get some sort of weird little truss structure at the top of this, and see what we can do with this. Carnasa, you are Camo NASA. Am I Camo NASA or Carno NASA? I can't actually really read what that says. So my my Streamlight is in between my chat. I think it's kind of meh. Will you launch it in separate rockets? I will. This will be launched over several rockets. It looks kind of meh. You think? To be honest, if I get rid of it, I really like this now. I'm really liking this. And if I get rid of this, right, this is what it looks like without. If we put this up here, so we can hide it. This does look very ISS, right? And I do need some communications on here. And there's some other things that I do need to do as well, like put RCS on all of the different parts that are going to dock. RCS like over here. Make sure every single part has got, you know, a probe core on it. That would be really critically important. If it's got a probe core, I know that I can control it. Everything needs communication. So I'm not quite finished building this yet. But yeah, that's it without, which I think looks kind of like neat and clean. And I think, I'm not sure, maybe it is a little bit too much, but maybe people were right. And I should listen to the people more often. And maybe if I get, I'm really struggling getting the pieces that I want here. If I get rid of this and we only have like one tiny little bit, what could this look like? Would this look a little bit better? I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is just currently me playing around with parts in the VAB. This is what I would do like on my own time and just faff around until something looks good. I can't instantly build something, you know, that I know is going to look all right. I have to experiment. There's a process, and it's a long and arduous process, and it probably takes a little bit too long sometimes. Yeah, see, I don't like when that's really small, and I definitely don't like what's happened here. Like, what on earth has gone on there? It's a little bit weird. If I recall yesterday correctly, you already did the comms already. I did, but I've removed them because they looked rubbish. And that was right at the very end of the live stream, and it was kind of like I was just throwing pieces willy-nilly all over the place, just trying to make something look somewhat good, and it wasn't looking good. Big antenna on top. So what happened with them? Yes, that's what happened with them. Maybe a horizontal spine with comms and thermals. A horizontal spine. Thermals would be good as well. You know, that would be really good. Thermals would be nice. So what? Maybe rather than going vertically, I get... So I want... So when I dock things here, right? This docking port here, right? Okay, my voice is going. Why am I streaming when my voice is going? This docking port here, this one, and this docking port here, this one right here, those are going to be where when I come from Kerbin, you know, with a crew, that's where they're going to dock, and that's where that's kind of my docking adapter. That's where the crew will come on board the station, and then they'll move through this connected living space, and they'll move on to the Duna ascent vehicles and descent vehicles, and then they'll go down to Duna that way. And this is basically a gateway station. So I can't really have anything that comes out this way, because that will block my spacecraft from entering. I could maybe get something off of one of the trusses, but I'm not sure if I'd like the look of that. I could also potentially have it come dock this side. So I could have like this sort of horizontal structure. If I grab this, we could maybe get something come off towards where the Duna landers are going to be, right? And I can get that coming off here. I can make it quite small. It doesn't need to be big, but we can have it quite long still and come off here. I think this is the way I want to go. Whoever recommended doing a horizontal kind of spine piece, I think, yeah, if I get this coming off this way, I think that would look much, much, much better. Obviously, it's going to make this really, really long in this direction, but that doesn't matter because this is just a truss piece. I think this is the way to go. Carnasa, what should we recommend to newcomers to the KSP community? Wrong answers only. Never check your staging, ever. Your staging is always perfect as soon as you build your thing in the vehicle assembly building. You never need to check it again, ever. No. Fly dangerously. I'm basically just taking everything that Scott Manley says and reversing it right now, aren't I? And what else? What else? Goodbye, like, but not hello, it's goodbye. Like, how would Scott say that? I don't know. Not staging, this is the way. Yeah, you don't want to stage anything. Staging is just wasting, like, an entire rocket. If you think about it, you want the entire rocket to space. You don't want little bits of it. Like, what's the point in sending a rocket to space if you're only getting half of it there? Never stage. Bad. Staging is bad. Boosters are overrated. I love that one. Thank you, Jimmy Maguchi, for that. That's brilliant. Carnasa, what do you think? Are Kerbals communist or capitalist? I don't know. I don't really know the socio-economic policies of Kerbals. That's something I've never really given much thought or attention to. They use money, and like you earn money by doing contracts. So maybe capitalism, space capitalism. I don't know. The Kraken is just a myth. It is. Yeah, there is no such thing as the Kraken. Whoever told you about this giant space octopus that eats all of your craft for breakfast was clearly lying. They were clearly lying. They were a bad person, and they should feel bad, right? So I think what we'll do is, rather than have like all of them on the ends, I'm going to have like a couple kind of like at weird offset angles like this. And I think that should make it look at least a little bit more interesting. Because one thing I do like to do is I like to have my space stations look somewhat interesting rather than, you know, just being like all symmetrical, and which is why I've got kind of like this whole section coming off here, and you know, this will look a little bit different as well. I like to try and, you know, experiment with ideas. They don't always work, and that's kind of what happened at the end of the last live stream. Is what I was trying to do didn't really sit very well with me, and I thought, you know, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that. Carnasa is overrated. Oh my god. Well, why are you here, T-Rex Attack Studios? I swear you've been to every single live stream that I've done recently. Checkmate. T-Rexes. Yeah. Heat shields are just dead mass. Where is Beastie actually? Is Beastie still in the chat? Because wherever Beastie is, there's Beastie. There's Beastie. I'm giving Beastie, you can have power. You have power. Don't let the power go to your head. Don't let it go to your head, Beastie. But Beastie, I trust you. Like, I talk to you near enough every night now, so like, you can definitely have Wrench. I give Wrench. You have Wrench, and there doesn't appear to be any other moderators right now. So there you go. Hello, ZZZ2354. Welcome, welcome, welcome. maybe, sorry, just having a bit of a drink there. Maybe add 4 straight antennas at the end of the strut. What, like right at the end? Right at the end here. I think that would also be quite a good idea. I think that would look very nice. And that is, I think I was thinking about doing that. But you definitely, I don't know if I was thinking about doing that or not thinking about doing that. And me seeing that message was like, oh yeah, that would look pretty cool. And I think, what kind of like these ones? Like, and one thing that I could do with this, right? So if I toggle, one thing that I would quite like to do with something like this. So we got like our omnidirectional here. Is make these slightly different lengths by like, you know, offsetting them ever so slightly. I think that would look quite cool. And this is something that I tend to do in RO and RP1 as well. When I make something, I'll use procedural tanks to make these kind of like look a little bit more interesting and like get multiple of these. And if I just, you know, like offset that in a little bit further, so we've got kind of like a whole kind of thing going on here. And maybe I'll get like one more kind of more here, and that'll be that, and then I can do that. And I'm basically making like, you know, one of the I can't remember what they're called from Star Wars, the little droid that Darth Vader uses to interrogate Leia in Episode 4. We get something like that. That looks pretty cool, I think. Carnasa, please can I have a wrench? I'm only giving Beastie a wrench because I talk to him regularly. It's not like I've just gone, oh, your name looks cool. I'm gonna do that. I speak to Beastie quite a lot, and we play Zomboid together and Sons of the Forest, and it's very fun. Like a giant space fork. It's art. One facing right and down. So kind of like have what kind of like this way. So we've got like a big one. Or maybe I could even get like a smaller one. And, you know, we get kind of like all different sizes on here for different sort of needs. Like we're going to need different communication needs for different vessels, aren't we? So if we have multiple different size of antennas, that is... Oh, no, I didn't mean to rotate that. Although I could maybe rotate it ever so slightly. And that looks... no, I'm not entirely sure about that. No, I won't rotate that. We'll get that there like so. Carnasa, are you my father? I don't think so. I'm fairly sure I don't have any children. I don't know. Gotta have something to spearfish the Kraken on your craft. Yes, exactly. This is what we are going to be doing. We're going to just like stab it mercilessly with all of these spoinky points at the end of this, and it's going to be fantastic. If the devs can't slay the Kraken, damn well we will. Maybe. I don't know. But there we go. I'm quite happy with how this is looking. I think what I might do is also get maybe a few smaller solar panels on this. Like, you know, some of the really small ones. Maybe even some, like, solar panels kind of going along here. Just to give it a little bit of... oh, I really like the model of these now. I've not actually picked one of these up. That looks really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Probably got about 7,000 polys on it because, you know, KSP, optimization. What is optimization? But we could maybe get a couple of these running along it as well. And once again, this is all subject to change once I finish the live stream and go away and decide that, no, I don't want to do this. I'm going to completely change this entire plan and everything is going to be completely different and nothing that I have done over the course of this live stream will stick. But no, I'm quite happy with how this is looking right now. So that's always a good thing. Although I do want these to be neatly lined up, which I think is there. There we go. Minus 10 FPS. You could also add radiators. That is something else that I would potentially need, but we don't have radiators in the game right now, which is a bit of a shame. Let me quickly go check what those are. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And more subs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It does mean a lot. Yeah, radiators aren't in the game right now. And at the end of the live stream, at the end of the last live stream that I did, what I did do was I used some structural panels to try and replicate the look of radiators because I thought, you know, that might be quite cool. Unfortunately, what you can't do with that is that means you can't unfold them or fold them. So it's going to be damn hard fitting that inside a payload fairing. And also, when I copied and pasted them, they kind of went all sorts of janky and went all over the place and broke in strange and weird and mysterious and confusing ways, which wasn't good. Like the video people, thank you, Files. We have 203 people here and only 78 likes. What on earth is this? This is a travesty. What? What is this? Why? 211 viewers now. Yes, thank you for coming along to this live stream. Okay, so, right, I'm somewhat fairly happy with this. I do need lights on this space station, right? I do need lights because that was something that people were screaming at me last time, saying, Carnasa, you need to put lights on your space station. It's going to be in the dark. No one's going to be able to see it. It's going to be hideous and ugly. But no, we will put lights on this. There will be lights, but I also need RCS on pretty much every part now. And I think that's what I'm going to do. And this is going to be really bad. I wish I could remove RCS once I'd placed it on, like you can in Kerbal Space Program 1. If you use the USI suite of mods, I believe, you can get an engineer out and you can deconstruct parts. Because obviously that series of mods in Kerbal Space Program 1 is very intense. And you end up building some very, 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 very large constructions. Yeah. Constructions is the word that I wanted. And they are quite big. So it's always useful to be able to get an engineer out and basically be able to go and destroy some parts, which is really nice. Right, so I think I need RCS on here, right? And I'm going to make this silver RCS because, you know, it's all silver. And it's going to be lovely. If I bring that and I place that there. Or maybe I just go for the... No, not the entire thing! No, not the entire... No! No, what have I done? Why can't I place it? Why can't I place? Why can't I place? Maybe I need one time. There we go. Lovely. Brilliant. That's what I wanted to see. And I think, yeah, I'll place these here because, you know, that's kind of the direction that I want this to go in. And it kind of does make a little bit of sense because I feel like these are the monopropellant tanks in these sections here, like these big tubes, these very big tubes. That's where the monopropellant is stored. I almost said it, Beastie. I almost said it. I almost did. I was that close. I was so incredibly close. When I said the monopropellant is stored in these tubes, it almost happened. 100 likes. Thank you very much for liking the stream. Carnasa, you should send a Kerbal into the edge of space. I basically did on the first ever live stream I did for Kerbal Space Program 2. I sent some Kerbals into Stellar by accident. It was a very bad time for all involved. I did not have much fun on that live stream at all. So what do we reckon, chat? Do I paint these RCS white to match this module, right? Or do I paint them silver, like to kind of like denote that they are something a little bit different? Because I kind of like them being silver, but at the same time, these are only silver because, you know, that's what this part of the space station is. What do we reckon? What do we reckon? Paint white. Paint white. Do you use the Kraken drive? I've never used a Kraken drive, not in KSP1 or KSP2. It's something that I've never done. Paint them yellow. Yellow? Red? Red? What's this? Silver, bro. Autocorrect. I hate this. Oh no, what was the autocorrect? I'm flying my plane right now with SAS on and it looks like it's not overcorrecting. Do you know if they fixed it? So I have been flying planes all of today for reasons that are only known to me and Beastie. Yeah, Beastie knows why. And, yeah, I am still running into that overcorrection bug. I see a lot of silvers as well. I think I might keep them silver. I quite like the look. Personally, I quite like the look, and that's all that matters. And one thing that I'm going to do is I do have like these fuel tanks all over the space station. I will get rid of those or at least empty them out because I do not want to have those fully fueled. So I reckon we'll get... No, that's not where I placed you, is it? I reckon we get that there. And then I reckon we get that somewhere in the vicinity of there. There we go. Lovely. That's looking very nice. And if I come here and grab this and put that there, you know, equidistant from the center of mass and whatnot, and then I get this and I place that there, and that's not going to get in the way of anything, is it? No. There we go. So I think I now have pretty much RCS on every stage. I do not have communications on every stage, and I do not have lights. Those are the last two critical pieces of the puzzle that is going to be the Duna space station, or whatever this is. And actually, one other thing that I want to do. Oh no, I can't. I was going to say I'll put a docking port on the end of this, but I can't do that because, well, yeah, I've put all of these spoinky boys on the end. Sad. Big sad. And I might put some more solar panels, you know, like smaller ones, maybe one kind of like coming off here, off there, and I think that will look very, very nice. Silver is feng shui. Indeed, indeed, indeed. How are you getting this behemoth to space? A very big rocket. A very, very big rocket. A rocket that is the size of me. Well, actually, it'd have to be probably quite a bit bigger than me if the rocket was just the size of me, I don't think that would probably even get this one RCS monopropellant thruster to space, if I am particularly honest. But, you know, one can dream. I have been bulking. I'm trying to work on those gains, bruh. Like, it is happening. I will one day be able to lift a single RCS monopropellant thruster to space. It will happen. I swear. That would be your mother. Oh no, stop right there, criminal scum. You violated my mother. Anyway, I think, yeah, I just need communications on each stage and lights, and then I'm good to go. Or good to start tearing it all apart. Or good to start working on a surface base. I don't know what to do first. Do I do surface base, or do I figure out how the hell I'm going to get this to orbit into Duna? That is one of life's greatest mysteries. One of life's greatest mysteries indeed. And I think I'll just put one small communications buoy on each one of these. You know, we don't need to go overboard with this. We really don't need to go overboard with this at all, in the slightest. Right, we'll place that there. Okay. And then this module doesn't have communications on right now, so we'll place one there. And then I'll come on here and I'll place one, maybe here, and I'll get rid of this docking port because we don't need that anymore. Buy a docking port, and I'll move this over like so, like so. Yep, somewhere about there. That's fine. Communications. And actually, right, I'm putting all of these comms networks things on right now. I don't actually need them. I'm playing with comm network off because I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but if you ever detach something that doesn't have well, that does have connection, like it should have communications, but it's a probe core and you need communications to control it. If you decouple it from something else, it spins. It goes spin. It spins very fast. It spins so fast that it spins itself to death, which is why I have comm network currently turned off. I will turn it back on as soon as they fix that bug, but right now it doesn't work. She'll leave, just not in a hurry. Who's here? Has new update published? No, not yet. No new update yet. Carnasa, have you met the new secret Kerbal? I think his name was Joe. Joe Mama. Spinny indeed. Do the base first. You want me to do the base first? It's probably going to be quite simple if I'm going to be honest. The base is just going to be kind of like one ginormous thing that hopefully I land on the surface of Duna. Which will hopefully look quite cool. I'm just trying to think where else I need communications. On these nuts. Yep. Oh god, what on earth is my brain doing today? Honestly, Beastie, it was being subject to listening to Trent, Sam and Mark sing that song 1,000,000 times last night. It's corrupted my brain. Carnasa.exe has stopped working. I have died. And have gone to meme hell. Right, anyway. Potato powered rocket, yes indeed. Do you have a rover? I don't yet, but I am planning on building one. I am planning on making one. Carnasa, Kerbal Space Program 2 FPS has dissolved your brain. It has. I've been live streaming this an awful lot recently. I have been doing a lot of content in Kerbal Space Program 2, including another video that I want to release this weekend, and I also want to release a video on this. The secret project that I'm working on should be quite interesting though. It's definitely something you want to keep an eye out on. The Kraken has their ideas. Oh no. You should make an intercontinental ballistic missile. Isn't that basically what most of my rockets end up being anyway? Because I detach them and decouple them over some poor Kerbal's house. I don't know. But yeah, no, I've got a very exciting video hopefully coming out later on this week. It's to do with the weekly challenge. Something to do with the weekly challenge. I've got part of it working already, which I'm quite happy with. Sorry, I'm just doing some diabetes stuff whilst I am on stream, which is why I'm not moving Kerbal Space Program right now. I will get back to actually playing the game, but, you know, type 1 diabetes does sometimes have to take precedence. That's also probably why I'm a little bit hyper and a little bit overreactive today. But yes, FPS or SPF? Well, the secret project that I'm working on, or the thing that I've been working on, that is definitely in SPF. Seconds per frame. It's very bad. Right, so communications is done. Communications is done. I don't need to work on that anymore. The next thing that I want is lights. And on the 17,000 millionth day of live streaming this, Carnasa said, let there be lights all over the space station. Completely butchering, like, you know, the verse from whatever holy book says that. I don't really know religion in the slightest. I'm fairly sure that's the Bible, right? But yeah. Anyway, that's not something I usually talk about on my streams. So let's steer away from that topic real quickly, because that's a contentious point that people can get upset about. Anyway, what is going on? Stop. Right, lights. I want these kind of, like facing in this direction along. And I think I will make these white to match the look of the station. I don't want those silver because that would look very silly. Genesis. What, the band? I know what you mean. I was being a very, very silly person. But yes. Anyway, like I said, I don't usually bring up stuff like that on the stream. It was just kind of like where my train of thought went, and I don't know why I did that. But anyway, we are going to make those whites and have lights facing along that way. And then I think what I'll do is I will get maybe some lights along this core structure here. And I think I actually want those to be metallic, so I don't know why I've picked up the white ones, but I do want these like all over the space station so we can see it in its beauty and its glory and everything will look amazing. Maybe I'll get like some here as well to kind of like highlight that, and maybe I'll get some big red ones over on the docking adapter to be like, this is where you dock, Kerbals that have come from Kerbin, look, I'm a big red blinking flashing light, this is where you dock, this is where you dock. And I'll get a big green one saying, this is where you don't dock, just to confuse everyone, because usually red means stop and green means go, but no, in this universe we're going to swap those round. Maybe. Carnasa, have I seen the City Skylines 2 announcement? I have! I saw it! I've watched the trailer like 3 times already. I play a lot of City Skylines in my spare time. It's something that I really enjoy. I love that game to bits. And actually, before I started working on Kerbal Space Program 2 content, I was building a UK city. Which I was recording for YouTube, but I don't think I'm ever going to upload that because City Skylines might be a little bit of a stretch from KSP content, and it means that the algorithm will see that if I upload a video that doesn't get many views, the algorithm will be like, oh, well, Carnasa's fans obviously didn't like that. We're not going to push that video to any new people because that's how the algorithm works. At least that's how we feel like it works, because every time I've released something that's not KSP2 or Kerbal Space Program in the past, all of my other videos after that tank as well, even if they are very Kerbal related and honestly like some of my better videos. So if I upload anything other than Kerbal on this channel, it really hurts my channel's growth, which I don't want to do, because I'm trying to I'm trying to grow from I would say I'm maybe like a medium-sized YouTuber now. I'm no longer small. I'm no longer in the small section of YouTube, but I'm definitely not in the large yet. I need a verified tick for that to happen, and I think that is. I would love that to be my goal for this year, to get a verified tick, but that's quite hard. I'm a quarter of the way there. My growth has been insane recently, but it's not really, probably needs to grow a bit more. Skylands channel when. Do solid rocket booster only to Duna and back? That could be something. That could be something that I do. Carnasa, is that how it's pronounced? My name is just Carnasa, as you know, like it's all one word, just Carnasa, real quick. Speed. I am Speed. There is the KSP channel hanging around still. Yes, I do have a second channel which I may or may not have forgotten the password to, which is why I've not uploaded anything on there for probably over a year now. I think I'm pretty much done with this. I'm not sure if there's really anything else that I want. I've got lights pointing that way. I've got lights on this one, which I did want to make silver, and then I need to replace this with those. But I think that's this all done. Like, I'm fairly sure that this is The Last of Us. The Last of this. I need to watch The Last of Us. That came out today. I'm looking forward to that. I really, really, really love that TV show right now. I've not even played the game. Well, no, I've played half of the game. I've played half of The Last of Us Part 1. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving that TV show. I think it's amazing. I'm really, really, really enjoying watching it. Right, okay, so I'm gonna, just grab and buy. No, not what I wanted to happen. Buy. Right, there we go. Then I'm gonna look at this, and then I'm gonna copy and paste this, and then whack that in over there. And there we go. This is what the station is going to look like. I'm fairly sure this is it done. What do you think? In the chat, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, and NB pals, what do you reckon? I'm going to say, let's start a poll. Is it done? Is it done? Because I did this last time I did a space station, and it worked quite well. Yes, if it's done. No, if it's not. I think it is, but it's up to you to decide. Is it done? Do we start doing something new, like the Duna surface base? I'm assuming most people will say yes, because I think it's done. Yes, it's a station worthy of Duna. It is indeed. There are people saying no. What? There's quite a lot of people saying no as well, according to the poll. This is very much confusing. I think it was a new type of snack. Looks great, actually. Yeah, I'm actually kind of pleased with how this looks. I'm really glad. I think this turned out, considering I was kind of at the end of the last live stream, I was flustering a little bit. I was trying to make something that looked good, and it just wasn't looking good, no matter what I did. But now I'm really kind of happy with this. I think this is probably one of the best looking space stations I've made. Like, obviously these look a little bit weird, but I'm pretty happy with this. Juno, single Mark 1 pod base. Yes, that's what we're going to be doing. We're not going to be making anything fancy. No, we're just going to be sending a Mark 1 pod down to the surface of Duna. That being said, on another save, I do have Valentina stuck on the surface of Duna right now. Maybe I should call the Blunderbirds. Yeah, Carnasa, I love how responsive you are to comments. I do try and read the comments all the time. But I can't read everyone. Especially, like, there's currently 260 people here, which is amazing. Thank you for spending your Monday evenings or Tuesday mornings or Monday nights, wherever you are in the world, by watching me drone on about Kerbal Space Program 2. I do really appreciate that you're here. But obviously, with that many people here, I can't catch everything at all times. But I do try and read all of the messages. I do try and stop. I just saw T-Rex Attack Studio say stop. I do try and read them all. So if I don't see them, that's not me ignoring you. That's just I can't physically keep up with chat sometimes. Are you going to make a vid with this stream? I absolutely am. Thank you for all of the subscriptions as well that are coming in right now. Another one. Wow, this is doing quite well for me. No, I absolutely will be making a video out of this live stream, out of all of these live streams, and I will be hopefully getting that out this weekend if I can. If I can't, then that will be a shame, but you know, I'm only one person. I don't have an editor. I don't have a graphic designer. I have to do everything myself. I have to make all of my own thumbnails, edit my own videos, do my own voiceover, write my own scripts, film my own content. You know, I'm only 22.3k subs at the moment. I'm nowhere near that sort of level. I hope to get to that level one day, but right now, not. Station is missing. Amogus. Oh no, this station is sus. What? It was the imposter this entire time. Was it? I think it might have been. I mean, if people don't know that are here at this live stream, I did actually send a pixel art Among Us to the moon, pixel art crewmate to the moon quite a while ago. It's a very funny video. It's actually quite a cinematic launch. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend going and checking it out because it is quite funny, that video. And it got very, very, very few views compared to what the rest of my channel does, which I was quite sad about. Because I put a lot of time into that. It took me a freaking long time to film that launch, and it also took me a really long time to design it because it's pixel art, and I think there was about 500 parts for the Among Us crewmate. So, Duna surface base, right? That's what we're going to do next. I'm going to build it all in the same workspace. I'm going to build my entire Duna colony in one workspace because we can do that. We can do that now with Kerbal Space Program 2. It's great. It's amazing. It's really nice. Anyway, payload. Where is payload? Payload? Payload. There we go. So I think what I want for surface base is one of these. One of these big boys. And I think maybe, just maybe, I have this, right? I'm going to make this the root part. I have this. And is that the way that I want it? Or do I want that at the top? I have this at the top, and then around it, I get, like, maybe some of these, you know, like this. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I just go for more of a horizontal, like this. Except, oh, God. Like this. and then have legs coming off the side. Although I definitely feel like this part, even though it's very long, it's definitely meant to be kind of facing up like this. Indeed. And I'm not going to keep it this colour. In fact, I'm going to change that right now. We're going to go for kind of like an orange, maybe an orange, full orange scheme with maybe a little bit of a slightly lighter orange as the accent. No, I don't like that. Maybe we'll go white for the accent. No, I don't like that either. Maybe if I change the colour of the white, does that do anything? Like if I go for maybe a more red? No. I don't like that. All right, let's try white and then go for l'orange. No, I don't like that either, really. Maybe I will come up with some ideas. Carnasa, you deserve the 22k subs. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can the payload be Thomas the single train to orbit? I'm probably not going to be doing another Thomas for quite a while. I did that not that long ago, and it was a funny video, but that also didn't do as well as I was hoping either. I thought that would do a really well, considering the thumbnail that got given on YouTube Shorts. Thank you for, what was it? Was it subscriptions? I was too late. I missed them. I'm bad, and I should feel bad. Maybe what I will do, right, rather than... I quite liked that orange. Let's try and go... Like, what if I get just, like... But if I do this, it kind of makes it look a little bit pale and sickly. Oh, the colour picker is... It's amazing, but it's also so annoying, because I don't know what to do with this. Maybe I go for a bit darker. Now that looks like we're sending a giant something to the surface of Duna. Yes, and I would rather not be doing that. Where is the artificial gravity? So there is no artificial gravity on the space station. We're not far enough in our tech tree yet to unlock that kind of thing. No, there is no big spinny boy on this. We're not going to be spinning around. Spinning. No, we're not going to be doing anything like that. And the artificial gravity on this, on the poop chute, is going to be, it's on Duna, so we don't need artificial gravity. Yeah, that's a little bit too dark. It's a little bit too dark. What if I go for something like that? That's... Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go... I'll worry about the colours later, okay? I'm getting ahead of myself here. We don't need to really be going around with our paintbrush and slapping paint all over the place. Yeah, do I know the history of the history of the entire world? I guess. Yeah, you could make a religion out of this. I do. I've watched that video multiple times. It's a very funny video. And Bill Wirtz is a fantastic content creator. I think even when I was doing Farewell Kerbin, there was a bit where I said, "Is it Minmus time?" I think it's Minmus time, and I think that was that was heavily inspired, or maybe I had Bill Wirtz on my brain from the is it Tonga time? I think that he says in that video. I can't remember exactly what it is. I quite like these being orange though, and this being white. I'm quite keen with that. Yeah, I think I will stick with that. All right, but what I want to do is move these up, right? And ideally, these would actually be mirrored. Why fingers not work? Finger, why not work? Do what I want. Please and thank you. Right, where do I want the doors? I probably don't want the doors on the side. I probably want them on the bottom. But how does one get door on bottom? Door? No. Door on bottom, or door on top now. English language. Why Carnasa speak like Neanderthal now? I don't know. Right, okay, well, there we go. Door is on bottom. There we go. Door on bot. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Okay, is that kind of in the right? No, that needs to come over this way a little bit more. It needs to be about there, I think. That looks like it's fairly even. Right? I think it is. No observation window on the station. Oh, yeah, that is something. No, there is. Here it is. It's right here. Hello, I am observation. I can see all. Yeah, so we do have an observation station or an observation window on the station. Right, so that's looking cool. I think what I'm going to do is come along here and we'll get some of these to, cap it off. Like, Oh, no, that's Windows button. And I keep, right, so one thing that I keep doing is holding Alt to place these, thinking that it's going to snap to the node. That's no longer a feature in Kerbal Space Program 2. That just doesn't exist anymore. You can't hold Alt to snap things to each other. And I'm somewhat upset about that, if I'm going to be honest, because I really liked that feature. I thought it was a damn good feature. And they got rid of it. The barbarians, how could they? I'm sorry, have a great day. You too, have a great day, Charlie Productions. I love space stations and colonies. I do also love space stations and colonies. That's why I'm making one. That was partly what I was doing for my entirety of... I'm going to put one of these on the top of here just to make it look a little bit more interesting. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, adapter. Please go on top there. What? Why? Why are you... I can't even unselect it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Lovely. That's what I want. I want... not picking up the entire thing. God damn it, please. Okay, there we go. We'll get those on either side, and we won't attach anything to those because that is just a way of, like, killing the spacecraft. So these engine adapters, these engine plates are really bad at the moment. Try green. I could try green. Maybe. And I love STTO. I do need to do another one. How's uni going? It's going all right at the moment. What the adapter doing? What is the adapter doing? I don't know. I probably should be doing more uni work right now, but, you know, Kerbal Space Program 2 is out, and it's doing well at the moment, so hype train, baby. Let's ride this hype train all the way to the station. Okay, so I'm going to put some legs on this. I think I'm not going to do an awful lot more with how this looks for now, but what I think I might do is get multiple different things down on the surface. One other thing that I could do, right? One other thing that I could do to extend this base is maybe put some docking ports on. And I know that's going to be a friggin' nightmare to dock things to this, but it would be nice to maybe think that I can do that in the future. And what we'll do is I'll get some of these big legs. These ones. The big legs, and goes for the ones that are slightly smaller than the big legs, because apparently the really big legs, apparently they break a lot. So I don't want to use those. I don't want to use those because there is a very high chance that they will bug out and cause my space station or my Duna surface base undue amounts of pain, and I would rather not that happen. Right, so there we go. We're going to place those there like that. That looks somewhat stable. I do obviously need to figure out a way of getting this down onto the surface of Duna. This is looking very boring right now, but we will make it look a little bit more interesting. I think I definitely, absolutely, 100%ly want to put maybe on either side of these. I'll get these off. We'll get a probe core on either side of these, because I am going to need one of those, of course, because we will need to be able to control this without any Kerbals being on board, because when I send this down to the surface of Duna, I think there is a very good chance that I do not want any Kerbals on board this, and that I want to send a crew down separately on one of these big egg-shaped landers. Yes, that is... Words. Very quick. Very fast. That is exactly what I want to be doing. I want to send this down uncrewed to begin with. So we are going to need some sort of solar power. That would be very nice. If I go for some of these. Thank you for the ding. Thank you for the other ding. Is there going to be more ding? Let there be more ding. There is more ding. Amazing. Ah, yes. Ding. That's what I love to hear. I am definitely in some sort of mood today. Carnasa, is your rocket still in the sun? I do still have the space shuttle in the sun, yes. What course do you do? Surely engineering, right? Computer science. Yeah, the biggest love the Kraken, yes, that's what I've heard, and I got told that, so I don't want to use those, because I do not want my my entire base basically disassembling itself on the surface of Duna. That would be really upsetting. Right, so I think what I am going to do is this. I'm going to have more leg, because, you know, never skip leg day, ladies and gentlemen, and NB pals. All of the legs on this are going to be... Yeah, we need more leg. More leg is good. Leg day. I've heard about it. Personally, I've never done it, but I've heard it's something that you should never skip. And this surface base clearly doesn't. Absolutely not. It's got chunky legs. It's got legs for days. Right, so is this a big fat solar panel? No, it's not. Do we not have the big fat? I mean, we've got the circular ones, but we don't have the big fat solar panels anymore. No, how could they get rid of them? I can't believe they've done this. I want to toggle that without accidentally pulling something. What do they look like? No, I don't really want those. I definitely don't want those. No, lag is bad. Bad? Is lag bad? Is there lag? Is there lag? I don't think there's lag. It looks like it's fine. It says I have excellent connection. What was that? What was that? What was that? More subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I hope it's from the course of this live stream and that I am being somewhat entertaining to make people subscribe to the channel. But personally, I don't know. I just seem to be in a really hyper mood today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I should stream like this every day. I don't know. I feel like one of the more YouTuber-y kind of people. It's like, let's go! Like, you know, those big famous YouTubers that scream and shout a lot. That's what I'm feeling like today. Anyway, I do need some other source of power on this. Now, what I could do, right, is just, you know, grab a nuclear... Almost said something very bad about that then, because this certainly looks a little bit suspect. What is Leg Day? Leg Day it's a mythical day where I've heard that some people, right, called gym goers. I personally don't know any, and I am not one myself, but that they exist. They are real. They do exist. They go to this place called the gymnasium, right? And what you do is you build muscle, and you go there and you work out, and you pick up your pecs and your deltoids and your thargoids. Yeah, you do all of that. If anyone got that, I really hope someone got that, because that was off the fly and I thought that was really funny. Yeah, your thargoids. And they make them bigger. They make them big and strong. And lag day or leg day is where they focus on nothing but one guy, Bruce, because Bruce is a legend and he is a leg end. And because of that, they call it leg day. Yeah. What's this about thargoids? Yes, I hope you got the Elite Dangerous reference in there. Hello, Carnasa. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Drazak CZ. Is that like Czech Republic? Because I'm going there later on this year. I'm going there. I'm going there for a mate stag do, which I'm really looking forward to. Right, yeah, I've got legs, I've got docking ports, I've got a way of controlling this. I need parachutes, I need communications. I do kind of want some sort of other solar power or some other sort of power generation on here. And actually, another thing that I need that I am so sillily forgetting is a probe core on the top, because I want to be able to control from here so that it can come down. Right, there we go. That's fine. I need to do this quick. I need to, like, hurry up, pick up the pace car. And I said, God, you've been looking at the same thing for, like, the past 20 minutes, and nothing has been built. It's no wonder why it takes forever for you to build anything. It's because I try and... A lot of my live streams, right, I do design and do all of that, but also at the same time, I love talking. I love talking, and I love talking to you guys in the chat, so I do get distracted very easily. And if I was focusing purely on the build and not really talking and, like, saying one thing every now and then, I could get this built a lot quicker, right? And I can. But because I'm also talking and trying to maintain a constant stream of my consciousness, things get a little bit slower. And I do profusely apologize. How's my day? My day has been fabulous. I've been working on a project in Kerbal Space Program 2 that hopefully will be coming out as a video later on this week to do with the weekly challenge. And it is very fun. It is a very fun thing that I have done. I'm quite proud of it. What I have done so far. Do I want some of these big boy solar panels on here? I think I do. I actually think I do. I think I'm going to go for those. Yeah, I am going to go for those. Right, now that I have done that, the next thing that I need to do is figure out how the hell I'm getting this down to the surface of Duna. Yes, that's going to be a tricky thing. And I think I'm most definitely, going to be using parachutes. We are going to have a lot of parachutes. I think I'll go for 8 up on here. 8 of these drogues. And then I'm going to go for 8 of these ones. The Mark 16. No, the Mark 16R. Yeah, that's what I want. And if I place those kind of like here... Oh, no, I didn't mean to press that. Oh, I hope I've not broken anything. I'm fairly sure I haven't, but yeah, there we go. We are going to be controlling this. Perfect. Yeah, we'll get those there like that. And I've got solar panels on the top there. I've got solar panels there. So we're going to get solar power from many multiple directions. I could maybe put something on the bottom here, which is going to be a very big reaction wheel. Yeah, we all love to see it. The reaction wheels that we all were wishing for. There we go. And if I move this down a little bit, that should be fine. This is now looking very tall. Very tall. So I think rather than putting that chunky reaction wheel on there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this wide, because it's much better to have a wide base. Everyone loves wide bases. So I'm going to move this back up. And then rather than having a reaction wheel there, and basically this is a very sus looking surface base right now. It does look a little bit weird. And what we're going to do is place these like so. So I got some reaction wheels there. And then this gets a little bit further extended, which is lovely. And then we can move these landing legs, not like that, not like that, not like that. Why is rotate and offset on the same menu now? Explain, intercept, why have you done this? It was perfect the way it was with 2 and 3. I liked that. Why have you changed this? Why have you changed this? There's a revert button. Bye. Hi, my game is extremely lagged, like I get 1 FPS in the game. Do you have something to fix it? So if I get really laggy frames, what I tend to do is start a new save, because that seems to make my frames improve considerably, like very much so. They improve drastically, dramatically, incredulously. Yes, all of the lees. It really does improve the frame rates and stuff that you get in the game, I find, if you start a new save. But it could just be the hardware that you're running it on. It's the game is all sorts of bugged right now. There's a lot wrong with it. There's an awful lot wrong with it, and it's not in a brilliant place. And maybe with a few future updates and patches, things will get a little bit better. Right, so I need engines to bring this down. I've got reaction wheels. I've got probe cores. I have solar panels. I have batteries. I have parachutes and radial drogue parachutes. I don't think I need RCS. That might be useful, but at the same time, I don't think I really want it. Maybe one thing that I could do is get a ladder so that our poor Kerbals can actually get out onto the surface, and we'll only place one of those, and I'll place one of those here, like so. Is that going to extend the right way? Let's have a look. Toggle. Yep, perfect. That's where I want this to go. Brilliant. Now, yeah, I think the next thing that I want to do, right, is work on the way of getting this down to the surface, because we are going to need some sort of landing engine, because we're not going to be able to land entirely under the kind of drag that those parachutes are going to give us. No, one other thing that I am going to need to do is put some sort of engine on it. Communication. Yes, we do need that as well. Yes, we do. Fantastic. That is definitely something that we do need. And I think what I'll get is I'll get one of these antennas, right? We'll get one of these, and I'll place this sort of on the top here, right? That's kind of where you would expect a communications disc to sit. What was that? Thank you, Atlas, for subscribing to the channel. And more subscribers coming up. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing to this channel. As I have mentioned already, it does mean a lot, obviously. New subscribers means new people are finding my content, and I think that's amazing. Honestly, I'm doing it right now as well, because YouTube is sorting me out on my bills and my house prices, and all of that. It's really helping along with that. Trying to turn it more into a full-time job, which is why I'm streaming a lot more. But yeah, it's nice just knowing as well, personally, people enjoy my content. That's always really cool to know that I'm somewhat entertaining. Good shout indeed. Yes. Do not enter Duna's atmosphere at 10 kilometers per second with solar panels deployed. How the hell did you enter Duna's atmosphere at 10 kilometers per second? How? Did you do some sort of brachistochrone maneuver to Duna? Because that is insanely fast to be coming at Duna. That's insane. Try colouring the colony to blend into the terrain of Duna. That's one thing that I did want to do, which is why I've got some orange bits, but I might have a look at that. So we've got that on there, and another thing I'm going to do is place some of these, just around like this, and there we go. We've got some sort of omnidirectional antenna system on the top as well, which is brilliant. Okay, so that's that. I think the last thing that I need to do is some sort of landing system. Now, I think the landing system that I'm going to go for will be attached to these docking ports, right? That seems like the smart way to go about doing this. So if I get coupling and I go for a stack decoupler, if I place them, I don't know which way decouples from which, and because I don't know that, I'm just going to use a separator. That way I know even if I do make a mistake that they will come off both ends and I won't be stuck with a decoupler on this side of the space station, which would be very, very, very bad. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple of these medium-sized tanks, right? Yeah, like so. And I think if I... Whoa! What's going on there? That was not supposed to happen. What? Okay. Well, early access, everyone. Early access. It's an early access game. What can we expect? What can we expect? Let's try that again. Please don't. What the hell? Okay, interesting. Kraken attack within the vehicle assembly building. We've not even got out to the launch pad yet, and yet the Kraken still plagues me. Yes. God damn it, I don't know what's going on. Bug report? Yep, I think I will need to possibly report this. Pretend it never happened. What was this? I should probably... Is this something that I should see? Oh, I saw the message was retracted. Okay, that's fair. I don't know what that was about, but if it was retracted, fair enough. Right, so I think maybe what I'll do, rather than doing that one, then I'm just going to go for a slightly bigger medium tank, right, like this, and then place engines on the bottom. This is not the way that I would have preferred, and I've got no idea how the hell I'm going to get this to space. I think I need to launch it this way, which is going to be very interesting. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. And then, do I go for terriers? Do I go for terriers? I don't know if I go for terriers. Do I go for the terrier? Probably, but maybe not. That might not be enough thrust. Although, I don't think it's actually going to weigh that 0.159 tons. Wow, blooming heck. They are not the powerfuls. Right, maybe I go for thuds. Thuds are less efficient, if I recall correctly. A lot less efficient. But to be honest, I don't really need efficiency right now. Efficiency is not going to be needed, because this is going to be more than enough. Really? 676 meters per second? Is that it? Blooming heck, that's not a lot. That's really not a lot. I was hoping for a lot more than that. Well, oh well, it's fine. I'm going to go for some more on the side here. And some more on the side here. And we'll probably end up burning... I don't want to move the camera around. Why is this game so bad sometimes? Ah! Right, okay. There we go. That's kind of where I wanted it. And I want this to kind of match this. I'm getting a little bit frustrated now. This has been the many, many, many moods of Carnasa over the course of this live stream. I have been overhyped and overexcited. I have been frustrated. I have been a little bit... Why have they put rotate and offset on the same friggin' control scheme? No! I liked 2 and 3 before! Okay. Run over. Aggressive outburst contained. And we are going to carry on building this. It's okay. It's only a game. It's only a game. You've not been playing this non-stop for like the past 2 weeks. 2 weeks. How many hours have I got in this game now? And I really still don't like it all that much. Too many. Too many. Preach, brother. Bye. I have too much lag. I gotta go. Oh dear. Sad eagle noises. I will end up as a video. Will this end up as a video? Yes, this will. This absolutely will. All of these live streams that I'm going to be doing for Kerbal Space Program 2, I will be converting into video format as well. I recommend not bothering with engines and just litho braking. Yeah, but I want this to come down in one piece. I would like it to be somewhat secure when it gets on the surface. Right, so that needs to come off all the way up here. All the way up. All the way up here. God damn it. There are so... This was better in KSP1. I didn't even touch over this on my review video. But this staging thing, in flight and in the VAB, they did it better in KSP1. And in KSP1, it wasn't brilliant. Run over. We're not going to be ranting anymore about Kerbal Space Program 2 over the course of this live stream. We interrupt this rant to bring you color. yeah, look at that. Yeah, slap orange all over it. Oh, now we got grey. Oh, isn't this brilliant? Look, we can colour our rockets. It doesn't matter that the rest of the game doesn't work. We can colour in things, and I can go like bright pink if I want to. But the game works. No, the game doesn't work, but we can do this, and it's amazing. Yep, this is fabulous. Thank you, Intercept. This is brilliant. I know you're bringing out a patch in like 3 weeks. Doesn't matter that you're early access, and early access games usually do get day one patches, and you know, like the Forest, Children of the Forest is doing a patch every single week. But you know, you're only a small company owned by friggin' Take-Two. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everything is fine. Everything is fine. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. This is amazing. What a game. What a game. What an absolutely fantastic game. We're not going to rant anymore. That was frustrations out of the way. See, like I want to. Someone recommended making this look like Duna, like the color of Duna. Carnasa has broke. Yes, mandatory Carnasa mental break over the state of KSP2. Yeah, I'm entitled one of those per live stream. Okay, that's okay. Carnasa, you all right? Do I need a glass of water? I think I might do. That was quite something. Yep. I'm doing fine. I am okay. This is fabulous. Everything is okay. See, I could just paint it orange, which would somewhat match, like, you know, the surface colors of Duna. But at the same time, I don't like making it look just orange. What if I go for, like, a slightly accented part? Oh, yeah, I love a bit of accent. Oh, yeah, look at that. That doesn't look like it's changed at all. What? Oh, there we go. Now that's changed. Why is the accent not doing anything? I'm so confused. Lol. Carnasa has a mental breakdown over a bug. I'm having... If the bug is Kerbal Space Program 2, yes, you are correct. I have been playing this game, right? I must have probably about 40 to 50 hours, maybe even more in it already. I've been playing it basically every moment that I get the free chance to work on content. And it is actually driving me insane. Like, I did my review video and I said it wasn't fun. I'm enjoying it more, but I'm still finding it quite difficult to do things with. It's not had a patch yet. And I know they're saying they're working on a big patch that's going to do lots of fixes, but you go and take a look at the modders that have made loads of fixes and basically, yeah. I want this game to do well, but I really don't know what the hell they're doing with it. Yeah. There actually are bugs with just the painting. That is actually amazing. That was the only part I hadn't bugs with. There's bugs with the painting. I didn't know there were bugs. STTO makes everything better. It does. I am thinking of probably going back and doing KSP1 content at some point soon. I guess maybe I'm going to keep this as orange right now. If I get like loads of subs off that rant, that would be absolutely amazing. But I don't think that's really going to happen. Maybe I could go for maybe a lighter color. What color is Duna? It's kind of like, I don't know. And you can't even type in a hash code for this yet, which I think is a real shame. That's definitely a missed opportunity. I'm going to go for this as the kind of base color. And see what this looks like. See if this looks any good. I really like that station, though. I really like that station. We will get to launching that soon. We absolutely will. And I think I'm going to fly this over to Duna right now and just test and see that I can land it. Because I want to fly. I've spent so much time in the vehicle assembly building. In fact, this live stream has been going on for an hour and 20 minutes, and I have done nothing but sit in the VAB, working on this and working on this. And they are only two very small things, but like I said before, if you want to see someone that builds something quick, definitely don't watch my channel whilst I live stream, because I tend to talk a lot. And yeah, because I talk a lot, I don't build as quickly because I'm trying to think of what to say at every single possible moment. And I speak quite quickly, and I definitely think about what I say before I say it, because if I didn't, I'd probably get striked off of YouTube. Right, anyway, we are going to launch this, and I'm going to make sure that there's no crew in it, because I don't want any crew in it. Nope, there's no crew. Fabulous. Then I've got solar powers. Yeah, I think I'm good for everything. I've got one communications disc. I've got, like, you know, omnidirectional antennas on the top. Is there anything else that I want? I don't think there is. I think I'm good. I'm just kind of like faffing about now for the reason of faffing about. Carnasa, try to paint it in the rust reddish orange and white colour. That will look better. Okay, well, I'll land this. I'll see what this looks like when it's landed and kind of like gauge my kind of what the design looks like from there. So agree, miss opportunity hash codes. If they don't add it, I'm sure LGG will. Yes, Linux Guru Gamer, the absolute Chad. What an absolute alpha Chad. Like, he is amazing. He streams on Twitch as well, which I only found out about a few weeks ago. But he is like the god of modding. In fact, he is known, right, throughout... Oh no. Am I dead? Am I dead? Is stream dead? Stream dead? No? Why is YouTube saying no data? Oh, will KSP1 be free anytime soon? It was free recently on Epic Games. Yeah, it said my stream died, but now it's coming back. Yeah, it was free on Epic Games recently, but I don't know if it'll be free again anytime soon. So I want to go, not to Lathe, that's kind of like, yeah, what I was doing earlier on. I want to go to an orbit, 100 kilometers of Duna, and I'm going to try and land this. And I really hope I have more than 600 meters per second of delta V, because that's really not an awful lot, but I can live with that. I can deal with that. That's fine. I can make this work with that amount of delta V. Stream not dead. Stream is here. Oh dear. Did something break? Right, so my engines seem to have disappeared. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. Let's revert to the vehicle assembly building. Let's, let's try and fix that by not clipping the thuds in, even though they weren't really clipped. They just looked a little bit, yeah, because they looked silly. Hey, Carnasa, just got to the stream again. What is going on? Excuse me. Right now, I am working on a Duna surface base, and this is going to be one part. I'm also going to send down a rover and maybe another part. I might make multiple parts of this surface base just to make it look a little bit more grandiose and big and exciting, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, and this is going to be a surface base which will be connected by Mars ascent vehicles or Duna ascent vehicles to this, the massive, great, whacking, stonking, huge Duna space station that looks glorious and epic, and I spent far too long designing it. But yes, no, that's what we're gonna dock to what we're gonna do. Right, so I think actually I'm just gonna get rid of those thuds. I only need the two on the end. That's absolutely fine. They should be fine. I don't need any more than that, right? Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, we're gonna try that again. We're gonna save this and try that again, and hopefully that shouldn't rip itself to pieces like a silly sausage. Right, let's go. Launchpad 1. Let's do this. Come on, let's do it. KSP2 is a perfectly balanced and optimized game. It is indeed. It really is. KSP2 is amazing, everyone. It's not caused me undue amounts of stress, heart attacks, strokes. I'm probably going to get early onset Alzheimer's now because of it. No, nothing like that. Definitely not. No. And I was joking about all of those. No, it hasn't really caused me all of that. Although I'm sure my blood sugars aren't as good as they once were due to this game. That probably has changed a bit. What am I doing? Lazy orbit. I want to go to Duna. Right, so we're going to go 100 kilometer orbit around Duna. Let's see if we can land this massive scrap of metal. Oh, does it have RCS to stay upright? Oh, well, we flipped out of control. It doesn't have RCS, but it does have reaction wheels. And I know reaction wheels are weaker, but I've got two very big ones in here. So what the hell why have you done this? What have you done? Why? Why are the thuds? What is going on here? Look how offset that is. I hate this game. What a buggy piece of salami. It's practically begging to be pirated. I mean, right. To make it crystal clear, I did not pay for this game at all. At all. Private Division and Intercept sent me a copy for free. Right? And I was very thankful that they did. I was like over the moon thinking, oh my god, Kerbal Space Program 2, this is amazing. I'm still just utterly in despair. If I'd have paid 45, 50 quid for this, I don't know what my opinions would have been. Salami to new Steam, to new stream. Carnasa, I know neither you or me has seen it, but what is your opinion on touching grass? I mean, I have a life, right? I have friends. In all honesty, I'm actually a very sociable person. I have a wife. I have many friends, some of which I'm seeing tomorrow when I go to see Panic at the Disco, some of which I'm going to see in Leeds very soon. I have friends in Bristol. I have friends all over the place. I am, like, do you really think someone like me, right? Like, how much I talk whilst I'm on stream? I am a very sociable person. I'm a very sociable person. I am very extroverted. I go out and I talk to everyone. No one is safe from my voice. I like the sound of my own voice. You know, I'm one of those vain, narcissistic people that goes around being like, oh my God, listen to me talk. Like I make Kerbal Space Program content on YouTube. You definitely want to go check it out. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the video. You know, that kind of person. I'm not that bad, but that was definitely an over exaggeration of what I'm like. But no, I am a very sociable person. I love going out and meeting up with friends. I've got lots of friends, which is really nice. I've always been sociable. So how the hell am I going to get this down onto the surface of Duna without it falling apart? Because I don't want it to fall apart. I want it to stay in one piece. One piece, please. Please stay in one piece. One Piece is much better than Attack on Titan. No, it's not. I don't know. I don't watch anime, but I know that they were both animes. One Piece and Attack on Titan. But I would like it to stay in one piece. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. Wait, does it allow you to have multiple constructions going on at once in the VAB now? It does! Look, I'm working in the same workspace as my Duna space station. That's an amazing new feature that they've added. It's brilliant. It's amazing. Honestly, it's the one of the best features about KSP2. That is something that makes it pretty damn good. If I were to say, no, I can't do that. No, I can't. That's silly. But maybe I could put like a couple of these. So we get 4 of these like that. And I, shift them so that it doesn't look ridiculously silly, because that currently does look ridiculously silly. And maybe I will put some RCS on, because I think it will be a little bit hard to control. So a little bit of RCS might be needed too. So we will do that. There are things. This is why I'm testing it. And this is why I wanted a cheat menu and why I'm using Lazy Orbit right now. Because could you imagine how frustrated and how pissed off I would have been had I flown this entire mission from Kerbin on a rocket, got it to orbit, send it all the way over to Duna, only to realise that when I get to Duna, this thing, almost swore there, this thing bent out of control and broke, and I couldn't test it before. How annoying that would be. That would be really, really, really annoying. And yes, why they didn't include that in stock Kerbal Space Program 2, I do not know. But it is something that should have been in the game and is not, and I don't know why that is. Silly, silly, silly devs. All the code is there for it, apparently. What? Why is there only... Nothing. Nothing to see here. I'm definitely not going insane. God damn it, what is wrong with this game? Why? I'm on mirror symmetry. Both sides are mirror symmetry. I'm on mirror. Why do I not create the fuel tank there? Why? Game, explain. What is wrong with this? Why is it doing this? Why is it so bad at things that shouldn't be difficult? Oh, right. Okay. Let's just take a moment. I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to chill. I'm going to calm down. everything is going to be amazing. And I can't do proper symmetry here because, you know, that would be easy. That would be really easy, but the game doesn't want me to do that. It doesn't like that. It's going to try and crisscross them all over the place, which is something that I do not want to happen. Yep. Can I maybe do that? Will that work? That just does that, and no, now that does weird things over there. Right, so they're all going to the same point. I don't understand. I do not understand. What if I go for that? Nope, that also doesn't work. That does some other weird things. Struts in this game, like, what on earth right now? What on earth? Carnasa, calm down. What's your blood pressure? I know. Things can only get better. Yes, Carnasa, I have never played KSP1 or 2 before, and I just bought KSP1 yesterday. Glad I'm not paying that much for KSP2. Yeah, I would definitely recommend anyone new to the franchise definitely pick up KSP1 first. Things can only get better, hopefully. I really hope my $50 weren't wasted. Yeah. This is going to be an amazing game someday. I said in my review video, right? I think this could be fantastic. I think this could be an absolutely phenomenal game. It just isn't right now. It isn't right now. It definitely isn't. It could be one day, but right now, it is not, which is a shame because I was very, very, very excited for this game. And I know it's early access, right? And I had loads of people screaming at me on my review video, being like, "Oh, you're such an idiot! Like, it's an early access release. It's an early access. It's supposed to be like this. Oh yeah, early access. Early access, right?" I have played a lot of early access games in my time. I picked up Sons of the Forest recently. That's got bugs, it's got problems, but it's fun to play. This is not that brilliant. I played Kerbal Space Program 1 in early access in 2013. I played Project Zomboid in early access from 2013, which is when it first came out. And I know I compared that in my video, and people were like, "Oh, you can't compare it. Project Zomboid is 10 years old." Well, I played Project Zomboid when it first came out, right? That's why I can compare it. And other things. I played Minecraft in early access. I bought Minecraft in like 2010. RimWorld, Dyson Sphere Program, Satisfactory, Factorio. I play a lot of early access games. So I can bitch and moan about this game because it's not at the standard that any of those were. Okay? KSP1 is still buggy after a decade. It's still a fun game. Yes, KSP1 is buggy as hell. Everyone knows about the Kraken. But it's still fun, it's enjoyable, and it doesn't want to make you rip your hair out every 5 minutes, whereas this one does a lot of the time. But anyway, no more rants. Let's try and launch this again. I've done a few changes, right? I've changed these to terriers, I've strutted some things up. Oh no, I didn't add RCS. I did add RCS, but I didn't actually add any monopropellant, so that would be a really smart idea. So I think I'll get monopropellant on here. Oh no. I'll get monopropellant on here, right? Will that copy over to the other side? No, it will not, because of course, why would it? Holding my breath before I go off on another one. Yes, calm. Need to go listen to like some ASMR or something, you know. Chill my beans. My beans are currently frying in a frying pan. They need to be chill, and they are not chill. Right, it's okay. Let's launch this. I've got 2,058 meters per second of delta V. That is a lot of delta Vs. That could get you a lot of places. Original KSP was awesome, Kerbin and 9 parts. So I never played KSP that earlier on. I got it when it first came out to Steam in about, I think it was about 2013, midway through 2013. So I was never super duper early access for KSP1, but I was there way before it hit 1.0. Like RimWorld. I've been playing RimWorld since before it had a world map, or at least the world map was different. It wasn't like the globe that it is today. It was just like a flat square, and you could pick one spot, and you could never, ever move from that spot. Minecraft I was playing, I think I picked it up maybe just after the first big Halloween update. You have got to be effing kidding me. screw this game. Actually, screw this game. Nothing is wrong. Everything is wonderful. What is going on? Why is this a steaming pile of garbage that I want to drop and kick out of my window? Poor Carnasa is going to choke, holding back the swearing, yes. I very nearly swore again there, I think. Right, is this going to work this time? Are we going to explode? Are we going to blow? Oh, hello again, KSP1 series is going to pop off. Yeah, it very well might do. What the hell is happening? Between Hitchhiker and Wayfarer. Right, let's go back to the VAB. Let's work on this a bit. It might be because those parts are clipped. You hit some good notes there. I sing. I'm a singer in a band. If you haven't seen my For All Kerbal Kind trailer, I do a cover of Twilight by Muse on that, which I sing on that trailer. I sing in quite a lot of things on my channel, but I do sing quite a lot. I play my guitar and sing, and yes, I'm a singer in a band as well. Well, the band isn't really active anymore, which is a bit sad, but, you know, I was a singer in a band, and we performed shows at London and did all of that kind of stuff. Oh dear, why on earth is everything moving in ways that it shouldn't be moving? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to grab... What on earth has happened with this? Why is this here? Right? Why did that take that off? You know what I'm going to do, right? Okay, we're going to come here, and I'm going to grab these. I'm going to just create one side of this, and then I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to do it mirror symmetry so that both sides copy, and I should be good. If I pick these up, is it going to remove my RCS? Wow, I've got a lot of RCS to place. It is removing my RCS. Fantastic. Okay, well, I'm going to have to place those back on. Who wants to dance? Carnasa, KSP on 1 Steam with both DLCs is being sold for only 24 something. Yes. KSP Original Alpha, the most buggy thing with radial decouplers. Oof. Time to start over. That may explain a thing or two. Yeah, that very well may. I don't know what was going on there, but, you know, I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do and build it like this, and hopefully this way it will work. Where is my RCS? It's right there. I've hidden it. Okay, let's place those like that, and then I'm going to place... Which way do I not have control? I don't have anything going... Wait, no, I do have that way, that way, that way, that way. And... I don't... No, I do have up and down, but not very much. I think, actually, the best thing to do would probably be place one smack bang in the middle. I think that would give me the most control out of this. So if I place that in the middle there, like so... And that will be good. And now I can't... Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Mirror symmetry. Let's place that there like so. And I'm going to offset that. Oh, thank you for the ding. I will have to check that momentarily. Right now, I am building. Okay, so we're going to place that there. Then I'm going to move this out all the way to here. So this is going to be now even longer, and I am dreading how... Offset and rotate. Why are you on the same thing? Why did you do this to me, Intercept? Yeah, I'm going to test this out, and then figure out how the hell I'm going to get this to Duna. Because this is weird. This is going to be weird. Right, let's save it. Oh, please, for the love of all that's holy, just work. Just work. Just work. Just work. Just work. Right. Minus, negative. Go. Get rid. Bye. Bye. And... launch. So what would you want gone? I hope they make it an option to remove the spark effect during building. I've never really noticed it, if I'm honest. Is it annoying? But yeah, I've never really particularly paid much attention to it. What is that strut doing? What the hell is that strut doing? Okay. Fair dues. That's fine. Let's try and set our orbit at Duna. Why did I lose? Why is this doing this? And like, look, parts are just clipping in. Did I annoy Nate Simpson? I don't know if I've annoyed Nate Simpson. Maybe I did with my somewhat critical review, but I don't think it was a harsh review. I think I just pointed out all of the problems with the game that are in the game at the moment, and I didn't even point out all of them, if I'm going to be honest. There's a lot more problems that I probably went into over my first live stream, and now this live stream. There are a lot of problems with the game. It's just annoying. Why did that do that? Like, Kraken attacks are fine every now and then in Kerbal Space Program 1. We expect them. And I expected a lot of bugs in this. I did. But there's a lot that's wrong with the game. And I'm annoyed. Please do not swear. My family watches your streams. I try not to swear. Did I swear? I don't think I swore then. Maybe the devs can add more bugs on command. Maybe. Maybe I just build simple ships, or YouTubers get more bugs than I do. That's the thing. Like, all of my designs that I tend to do in KSP2 are very, very over complicated, because that's generally what I do on my channel. I build ridiculously big things that do very, very silly things, like sending an upside down Saturn V rocket and landing it on the surface of Mars, sending a 1.5 kilometer Saturn V to space, the Saturnception, 4 Saturn V's on top of each other. You know, that's kind of like what I like doing. This actually, by my standards, is quite a simple mission, and it's not working. That's why I'm getting very frustrated with the game. All I'm trying to do is build a somewhat simplistic Duna space station and surface base that isn't even complicated. Look at it. It's like 40 parts, if that, and it's just breaking apart the entire time. For no apparent reason. What is the game saying? What is it saying? Not parts manager, flight manager. Structural failure on linkage between X208 and X216. What are those? It's the fuel tanks, right? So this fuel tank, the big one and the small one, are just breaking for no reason whatsoever. I don't understand why. If you use any sort of profanity, your parents will be hearing from my lawyer. My parents? Why would my parents have anything to do with me? I am a 30-year-old man. Try and land it anyway. If I even attempt to try and land it, I'm going to have problems because I have currently... Oh, no, I do have engines on there. Only one thing to do, strut it to high heaven. Yeah, but you see, that's not going to work either, I don't think. But I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. Yes, I am 30. I don't look it and I don't sound it, but I am 30. Right, so I'm going to revert to the VAB and I'm going to save this, and I don't know what to do. I might have a bit of a break now because this is actually really frustrating me. I might go away for about like 5 minutes, clear my head, get nice and refreshed, get myself a nice hot cup of warm tea or something like that to chill my nerves, and then come back, and Kerbal Space Program 2 will still be waiting for me, and it will be plaguing my nightmares this evening. You wonder what my rice score is? I put that on my Discord earlier on. But yeah. It's all these vocal trainings for that singing voice. That is a thing. I probably sound younger than I do because my voice goes all over the place. When I talk, it goes up and down in pitch a lot because I sing. And like, in order to make myself sound interesting, my voice can go really high when I start talking and do things like this all the time, and then it can go really low. And I go from all kinds of different places, which probably makes me sound a lot younger, because when you tend to get to 30, you start speaking in a really monotone voice like this all the time. You're old, you've had it with life, you're dying inside, and you're like, I don't want to speak in a funny voice anymore. No, that wouldn't be me. But I still talk like that, and I do talk like